All right, so here it is, uh, December 3 projection. If you can see, there's this risk zone here that I talked about in the last video. This was going to be used as the risk. This was going to be used as the reward, and price started here. You can see that it used those regions exactly as planned, exactly as I said it would be. 20 pips to 30 pips, so you can clearly see that at the time of this decision, this was the risk decision, this was the reward decision region, and that filled out, and that's where it's been the entire day. Okay, so let's look at tomorrow. Alrighty then. So what we have here is the next day, and pretty much, like I said, anything can happen within the next 4 hours, and that's exactly what happened. We've got this long decline to here to this point, and we can see why, because this is the current long-term support. And so if you've got something very thick like this, by the way, if you pay $1,000 to me, I will give you the instructions on how to do this yourself. So that's why I do this. And we can also create a group chat where we can all of the users and members can share information about their progress. That would be nice too, and I'll create that also. So far I don't have any paying members, but if I do, I will definitely make that channel so members can share information. But so if you have these channels, this middle line is what you should pay attention to most. It also means that this is a longer term projection, which means that or longer term line, in this case a support, which means that this is a stronger type of support. So but basically this middle line here is the most important, the linear regression. So that's what but if it falls in this channel, I suppose you should be considering buying. So, and you may also be able to use this as a type of risk zone itself, but actually this is the actual risk zone. Let's just stay with that. And so that's about 10 pips, and from, let's say from this point, this would be the target, so 13 and then 10, and so that's how I identify this as the risk zone. You can also see that this is converging region, and this is a diverging region, and this region is bigger by default initially than this one. So this is going to be the reward, and as you can see here, we've already got a retracement, but this is on this past day, so I prefer to just wait until the next day. And if again by that time price has already come up to here, then we're essentially doing the same thing, just comparing the regions. So at that point it's like 6 pips to 12 pips or 15 pips. So this region is still again bigger than this one, greater than this one, until somewhere down during the day, or you can see like at this point, for example, this is 13 pips to 13 pips. This is a 1-to-1 risk reward here. So until what is this? Oh, this is 4 a.m. So let's try to zoom out a little bit. This is 11. Let's go into a 15-minute chart. Okay, so yeah, this is about 18 GMT. This is a little bit more time, but you can tell more here. Like here's the risk zone throughout the day up until 16 GMT, 18 GMT, and you can see that it's converging. So this is a risk zone, clearly a risk zone. Also, if it goes under this, then this is the risk, and then all of this is the reward. So it's bottomless reward there. Just use an ADR or something. Take one average daily range, which is about 90 pips from the high, whatever the high was, after crossing this risk region. Um, so as it is, let's say at 0 GMT the price is here. Then we've got about 10 pips to about 11. So I would say if it's here, okay, let's put this, for example, 10 to 11, but actually it's really this middle line that is the decision maker. So that's about 10 to 13. So the reward still is more on this side. So if at 0 GMT you're around here somewhere, I would buy that up to this first target, and this being the risk. So for example, let's say the price is in here, so the stop would be here, and then the target, then you would target this. So that's almost like a 1-to-1. It's a little more than a 1-to-1, depends on where you get in here. But once the price reaches up here, then you're going to start looking at measuring this as the risk region and versus this as the reward region. So and you can continue doing that until what is this, a 12? That's a 9 to 12. This is a 11 to, this is about 1-to-1. Thirteen to 13. Yeah, this is about 1-to-1. So what I would do is I would say this is as far as this as trading this region, I would definitely buy something here. I would definitely use this as a buy. But once it reaches this point, I would not, I probably would not trade. The other, so I'd probably only make this amount right here. If the price goes under here, then I would use this as the risk and just let that fall, let the price fall under there for a one daily range. And if it goes above this point, just let that rise for one daily range and use this as the risk zone, as the stop out. All right, so that's what I'll do today. And so, but if you see some, I mean, you can see where it's possible that you can get some risk here for selling here, for some reward here, but later during the day, about, what is this? This is about 4 GMT. Yeah, probably after Asia session, that's going to phase out. That's going to phase out, and let's say at 9 GMT, we've got 21 to 13, right? So before the Asia session, it will be good to sell this, and after Asia session, it will be good to buy it. Use this as the risk region and this as the reward region. Okay, so during Asia session, this will be the risk region and this will be the reward. After Asia session, it will invert, and this will be the reward region and this will be the risk region.